One of the largest retailers in the U.S. is now warning of a more bleak than usual holiday shopping season.
This comes after its revenue severely plunged from July to September of this year. Target's profit fell a whopping 52% in the third quarter. The CEO of the major department store chain is blaming the massive dip on inflation, rising interest rates, and economic uncertainty. The retailer predicts sales will continue to decline through, and this is surprising, the holidays.
All right, joining us now is CBS News MoneyWatch reporter Megan Cerullo. Megan, is Target's CEO right in this forecast? Do we expect the holiday shopping season to be more sluggish across the board or only for specific retailers?
So major retailers and retail analysts are expecting a more muted spending this holiday season. That's probably accurate. Certainly, there are going to be winners and losers. But what happened is, because of supply chain issues and perhaps a little bit of over-optimism, retailers are sitting on a surplus of inventory that they're really trying to move off of their shelves. So a lot of discounts started really early this season, some even as early as September, and people started doing their shopping early in October. And what we're seeing is retailers, even though their margins are going to shrink if they're going to have to heavily discount those goods, they'd rather move them than have them sitting on store shelves.
That is really interesting because I did see all of these Black Friday sales popping up well in advance, right? Early Black Friday. Megan, Errol and I were just discussing because while Target was having a bad time of it, its peer Walmart, which is slightly less expensive. Yeah, I can think that's fair to say, was doing well. And so I'm wondering how much of this slow holiday shopping season also reflects shoppers going from a slightly higher level that they've gotten used to a slightly lower level. And what does that mean in terms of how our overall economy is functioning?
It's a good point. Consumers are definitely going to be looking for off-brand and discounted and lower price goods. Walmart did acknowledge that it's been buoyed by its grocery sales.
Right.
So the spending is not equal across categories. So people might not be buying new jeans, apparel, spending on electronics like a big TV. They may be putting off those purchases, but there are non-discretionary purchases that they just can't avoid making. People have to buy groceries and household goods. So those kinds of retailers are going to be okay.
Who then runs the biggest risk of going bankrupt? We're seeing that the threats of this happen from places like Twitter, the crypto exchange. But when it comes to retailers, specifically Target, since folks are already trying to get their deals now and spend as little as possible, could the sluggish sales lead to bankruptcy?
There will be winners and losers. This is a really consequential holiday spending season.
Wow.
So those retailers, the Bed Baths and Beyonds, Wayfairs, that didn't really have business models that were working in the first place, are already skating on thin ice. We could see them fall through. The Targets, the Walmarts, the Macy's, even though they might not have a stellar season, they're going to be okay. They're going to figure it out. But it's those retailers that didn't have all their ducks in a row in the first place, that this could be the end for them. Interestingly, some independent retailers, smaller retailers that are really tapped into their customer bases, embedded in the community, that customer experience and that customer relationship is so important right now. So we're going to see retailers really leaning into their loyal bases of customers and perhaps offering better discounts through member loyalty programs. And retailers just want to make sure that they don't give consumers any excuses not to buy. So if the store is messy, if they don't have in stock, consumers are going to walk out the door, and that's going to be a missed opportunity. They also want to make sure that they offer things like buy online, pick up in store, and buy now, pay later. That helps consumers, especially younger consumers, spread their spending out a little bit.
Megan, you fully anticipated my question, which was about the small shop owners. So good to hear that they are pivoting to meet customers where they are.
Consumers want that connection too.
Yes,
Really
Megan
interesting.
Cerullo, thank you.
Thank you, Megan.
Thanks very much.